Hey guys, it's me, Aego here. Hi. Hello. Do you guys often use Amazon? I mainly use markets operated in Korea, but many people around me seems to use Amazon quite often. So I went in because I was curious about it. While there is a nice distribution of products that ship to Korea, it's a pity that the product detail pages on Amazon is not as detailed as product pages of Korea online marketplaces. It seems that Korea is comparatively kinder in explanations, but sometimes I felt that there was a lack of information. So today I'm gonna pick out a few of Amazon's bestsellers and most wished for products and explain them in as much detail as possible. I'll give you a more detailed review I've ever done so far. P.S. I want to give a more detailed review later while looking at all the ingredients, so if there's a product you want, please leave it in the comments. Then I'll look at the comments and show you in detail if the product is available in Korea. Looking at Amazon's bestsellers, there were a lot of products from Aveeno, CeraVe, La Roche-Posay, and Cetaphil, as well as Korean skincare products including Laneige and COSRX. Among the Laneige products, there was a lip sleeping mask. Laneige lip care products are so famous, so I usually use a lot of them on a daily basis, and since there are many types of lip sleeping masks, I gave them out to my friends. My favorite is the mint color, but the Amazon bestseller was the pink berry. On the product box, I can see the ingredients and brief information about the product written on it. The recommend usage period is written on the bottom. When you open the box, you can see the product itself, the instruction manual, and an applicator. This product has a product name and capacity on the front, information about the product on the back, and the recommended usage period on the bottom. The sleeping mask comes in a pot container, so it's packaged like this. And I'm not sure if it comes with this applicator even if you buy it on Amazon, but if you buy it in Korea, they give you an applicator like this. I was curious to know if they also provide you an applicator when purchased on Amazon, so I looked it up, but there was no word that it was composed with an applicator anywhere. It just says using an applicator in suggested use, so it seems to be composed together for some reason, but it was vague and I felt a bit disappointed. When I bought it in Korea, I thought it was good to be used hygienically because it came with an applicator, so you can use it conveniently without using your fingers, and it's also very nice that it comes with a case in which it can be stored inside after wiping it clean with a wet tissue after use. The overall size of the applicator is about the size of a pinky finger, and the applicator tip is about the size of a pinky fingernail. It's smaller than expected, so you can conveniently use it for picking up even a small amount of lip balm to apply it on your lips as is. When you take out the product and open the lid, there is a protective cap like this. When you open the protective cap, you can see the balm type content. Looking at the formulation, it's a sleeping mask, but it has a lighter formulation than expected. It doesn't feel very thick or heavy. It applies on thinly and lightly as it melts the moment you apply it, so there is no discomfort at all. Even when I applied thinly on the lips before going to bed, I could feel that my lips were somewhat smooth and soft the next day. I don't know about those who have severely chapped and cracked lips, but these days, my lips have been getting chapped and cracked. After using it for a couple of days, I was able to feel that my lips were getting smoother, which made me realize why they are so popular. Next, there was two products from COSRX. Amongst the list of bestseller products, there was the essence, and the cream was on the most wished for list. I remember that I reviewed COSRX's products a lot in the past, and they were said to be really popular overseas. Among them, this nail line in particular was a bestseller and most wished for. First, COSRX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. The product came like this with no separate box packaging. You can see the product information along with the product name on the front and back of it. It comes with a pump-type dispenser, and the lid is not the type that turns to open, but one that can be opened and closed easily. When squeezing the essence on the back of my hand, I can see that it has a thin but stretchy, slimy texture. Maybe because it's a snail essence, it's slippery when first applied, but the more I apply it, the more slippery feeling disappears and absorbs pretty quickly. Personally, I have to say, it's a little disappointing. When applied, the slippery feeling disappears and it becomes watery, which makes it great for a light application, but the finish was kinda strange. I don't know how to explain it, but it felt like it was an oil coating. It absorbs quickly, but it felt like it stayed on the surface of the skin. But interestingly, if you apply the cream on together, the strange oily finish disappears. COSRX Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. On the box package, the product's name and product information is in English, while the Korean name of the product and product information and instructions for use are written down in the precautions. When opening the box, you can see that the original product is included and there is no separate spatula. When you open the lid, you can see that there is a protective cap. When you open this protective cap, you can see that there is a cream inside. The cream also has a stretchy formulation, so I had to make sure to open and close the protective cap properly. The cream is slightly an opaque white and has a mucus texture that stretches more than the essence. When applied, it provided a deep moisturizing feeling and absorbs quickly, so I felt a tacky finish. These essence and creams are derived from Snail slime, so they have the same stretching formula, but the application and finish seems to be slightly different. Each person's skin type is different, so the feeling of application and finish will be different. As for me, the essence felt like as if it stayed on the outside, while cream provided a much deeper moisturizing sensation. I felt that the finish of the essence was a bit disappointing, but it was fine when I used it with this cream. The next product is a sun product from Beauty of Joseon. The Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice Probiotics comes in a tube and is packed in a box. When I bought it, I received 3 small samples. I received samples of their serum, cream, and sun products. You can see the basic information about the product written on the front and back of the product. When looking at the end of the product, you can see that the recommended use period is written. Mine is due February 28, 2025. When opening the lid, you can see that there is a protective seal, and you can use it after removing the protective seal. Putting the sunscreen on the back of my hand, I can see that it has a watery texture. As it is a watery formula, I can see how it applies very lightly and moistly. After applying it, the finish seemed tacky at first, but absorbed quickly, so it seemed to finish with a moist filling. It's the first time I've used a product from Beauty of Joseon, and I can now finally understand why they are so popular, famous, and loved by so many people. I tend to use some products that feel like I'm applying on a light cream, as I dislike those which are stuffy, heavy, and leave white cast. And to my pleasant surprise, Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Sunscreen felt just the way I prefer my sun products. It absorbs quickly and feels moist, so I think it'd be good to use before base makeup. The next product is a tint which I reviewed before, and it has been highly popular in Korea as well. It seems that the new colors were added now, but since I only have the 5 colors that was previously released, I'll show you those 5 colors. And it's Fixing Tint. It comes in a very neatly designed package. When you open the box, there is a tint inside. Just as each color has different color, you can see that the design color of the tint is tailored to each tint color. When opening the lid, you can see a longer applicator coming out than expected. The tip of the applicator has a slightly curved diagonal shape, so it looks comfortable to apply on the lips. When applying it on the palm of my hand, I can see that it has a more moist and elastic texture than expected. It spreads widely and gives a matte finish over time, and even though it has a matte finish, when applied on the lips, I can see that it applies smoothly without any dead skin standing out, filling the wrinkles on the lips. Overall, it consists of colors that look good to use as a daily MLBB tint. All 5 colors can be seen at a glance and are divided into warm and cool. I think the reason Etude's Fixing Tint is so popular in Korea and abroad is because it's mask-proof. When I first did the smear test, I could see that the residue remaining on the outside smeared after applying the tint. But when I did the smear test once more, I could see that there was no smear at all. So if I were to wear a mask, I thought it'd be better to wipe it off with a tissue after applying the tint and then put on the mask. This way, there's no smearing on the mask at all. Number 1, Analog Rose, a color with a pink and orange. Recommended for autumn, winter neutral tones. Number 2, Vintage Red, a color with a drop of brown and a deep red. Recommended for warm autumn deep tones. Number 3, Mellow Peach, an orange peach color with strong orange. Recommended for warm autumn mute tones. Number 4, Ginger Milk Tea, a beige nude color that reminds me of milk tea. Recommended for warm autumn mute tones. Number 5, Midnight Mauve, a slightly deep muted pink beige color. Recommended for cool summer mute tones. If you're curious for a more detailed review of this product, click the link above to check out the review. Like this, I reviewed detailed a few popular Korean brand products on Amazon's best and most wished for. When I buy a product, I tend to want to know what kind of product this product is in detail. But when I went to Amazon and looked at the detailed information, it was unfortunate that the explanation was not as detailed as I would expected it to be. So I did a detailed review like this, and I hope that this video is helpful for those who buy a lot of Korean cosmetics on Amazon. So my video is still here. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like buttons, and please leave some comments for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!